Tesla has decided to stop using autopilot. Well, not really. It's no longer saying its cars have autopilot. I don't know what it's going to call it now, but anyway, in California, Tesla has avoided not being able to sell vehicles, as in essentially not being able to sell vehicles because it would have a suspension of its dealer and manufacturer licenses. What they did is they complied with a DMV order to stop using the term autopilot in their vehicle marketing. And Tesla's used the words autopilot for years and years and years. This settlement closes a case that dragged on for nearly 3 years and basically confirms that California is sort of wasting time on things that don't really matter. Honestly, guys, who has driven a Tesla with autopilot? Yeah, if you've driven it with autopilot, you know that you can't just let the system drive itself. And when you buy a Tesla with autopilot, sorry, but you know it's not full self-driving. You know it's not going to drive you by itself. The California DMV first opened an investigation into Tesla's marketing of autopilot and full self-driving in 2021, so 5 years ago. The agency accused Tesla of misleading consumers by marketing advanced driver assistance features under names that implied the vehicles could drive themselves. Now, I actually think they had a point for full self-driving because Tesla's full self-driving in 2021 clearly was not full self-driving. And it's even questionable whether or not it is today in some places. It's getting pretty good though. I'd say in California, I think it'd be fair to call it full self-driving. But at the time, in 2021, I'd say fair enough. In May 2021, Tesla marketed its ADAS features with the phrase, "The system is designed to be able to conduct short and long distance trips with no action required by the person in the driver's seat." The DMV filed formal accusations against Tesla's manufacturer and dealer licenses in November 2023. Tesla's defense, they said this. They argued that the DMV had known about its use of autopilot and full self-driving branding since 2014 and 2016, respectively, essentially saying, come on, our consumers know what this marketing means. So this is semantics. That's what Tesla was saying. After a 5-day hearing in 2025, an administrative law judge sided with the DMV. In December 2025, the judge ruled that Tesla's use of autopilot to describe its ADAS features is misleading and violates state law. Now, I should point out, as far as I know, this is the only place in the world where the word autopilot is now illegal for Tesla to use. The ruling found that Tesla's naming convention follows a long but unlawful tradition of intentionally using ambiguity to mislead consumers. Now, I don't know if I'm just delusional because I've driven Teslas and I'm very passionate about EVs and I know how they all work. Is this true? Has Tesla been trying to mislead consumers with the autopilot name? I never thought that was the case. But I can understand how people might say that about full self-driving in 2021. I think that would probably be a fair point then. Today, though, I'm not really sure this is an issue anymore. The judge initially ordered a 30-day suspension of both Tesla's manufacturer and dealer licenses. The DMV's final decision reduced the penalties, permanently staying the manufacturer's license suspension and giving Tesla 60 days to stop using the term autopilot. So, according to the California DMV, Tesla took corrective action and stopped using the misleading term autopilot. The company also modified its use of full self-driving by adding clarification that driver supervision is required, which Tesla obviously tells all of its car owners anyway. In January, Tesla went further. It ended autopilot in the United States and Canada, discontinuing the feature as a standalone product, which is, I think, unfortunate. I really think autopilot's pretty good. The move, obviously, it's intended to get people to purchase full self-driving, just particularly not just to purchase it, but more so to subscribe to it. Tesla wants to make lots of money from subscriptions, as does every company in the world. If you can make money from subscriptions, you're going to try and do that. Anyhow, the DMV's compliance deadline of February the 14th coincided exactly with Tesla's decision to move full self-driving to a subscription-only model at $99 per month, eliminating the one-time $8,000 purchase option. Now, I don't know about you, I think full self-driving is quite good, but I don't know if I want to pay 1,200 US dollars a year for it. That sounds like a lot to me. Anyhow, what this all gets to is this. Isn't it crazy that this took 5 years? Right? This started in 2021. It took Californians, it took their pen pushers 5 years to get a conclusion to this whole saga. I don't know about you, but that sounds a lot like Germany. That sounds so slow, agonizingly slow. If this was an issue in 2021, it was less of an issue in 2026, a lot less. Anyhow, that's the story of how Tesla Autopilot ended in the United States. By the way, Autopilot is still available in many markets around the world. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to book a paid consultation, you can do so, and I'll put a link in the description below. If you want advice on what electric car to buy, solar systems, all that kind of stuff, you can do that. Guys, if you want to install solar panels, a home battery, or a home charger, the best way to do this for your situation is to go to the links in the description below, and they'll take you to a page where you can compare everyone. So depending on it doesn't matter where you live. A lot of people email me all the time saying, well, what solar system should I get? Who should I go with? What battery should I get? What electric charger should I get? Well, click in the links in the description and you can actually compare all the different choices and find the best deal for you. I'll put that link in the description below. Additionally, there is a battery savings calculator link and also a federal battery rebate calculator. I personally have found that I'm not paying for electricity at all, and that's including charging my 2 electric cars and also running my home power, my home sauna. Nothing, not paying anything at all. And I think a lot of people are getting misled. They think that getting a battery is not worth it. Actually, I think it is worth it. So those links are in the description below.